on, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Arcane Static and welcome back to another episode of Cooking for People as Lazy as Me. Today we are going to be doing this! Ginger mushroom ramen! It's going to be real good. So let's take a look at our ingredients. So here's our ingredients. We've got some sesame oil, or something equivalent, your soybean oil or some other fancy flavored oil, because like normal old canola cooking oil is boring. We've got some cloves of garlic. 2 is fine if you like garlic. 1 is fine if you only like garlic. We've got some ginger in a tube, but if you don't feel like using tube ginger or you can't find it, then you can take some normal, like, just ginger root and grate it up, which will be easy. We've got 2 cups of broth. In this case, it's going to be 2 bouillon cubes. I'm going to be using chicken broth, but you can use any kind of broth that you'd like. If you're trying to make it a little bit more vegetarian, go for vegetable broth. It'll be easier that way. I've got a handful of mushrooms. I've got some shiitake mushrooms here, but you can use whatever mushroom you feel like. We've got a tablespoon of soy sauce. That good old soy sauce that we all like so much. A tablespoon-ish is fine. We've got some spinach. I'm just going to take a fistful of it and just sort of tear it up and put it in the thing. We've got some carrots. I'm going to cut this one into really thin slices, or you can grate it. Either way is fine. And then we've got 2 packs of ramen noodles. Now what I've got are the like refrigerated, actually still soft, relatively fresh kind, but you can use the normal like top ramen or whatever as long as you take out the like powder packet of it, because we don't need that because we're making a butter broth anyway. Let's get started! So here's a trick to peeling our garlic. We're going to put the garlic in a bowl, and we're going to take another bowl, put it on top so that they're kind of like together like this, and then you just sort of hold them together and then shake them violently for about 30 seconds. Alright, so having shaken them violently, you'll pull it open and those skins just sort of fall right off. This will be everything that you need to do to peel like just a whole thing of garlic. You can take the whole thing, like the whole garlic, put it in this thing, and then shake it for a little while and it will just peel the whole thing. So anyway, we've got our 2 things of garlic. We're going to first cut off these little bits that we don't need. So we're going to take the garlic and we're going to put it under a knife, under the flat edge of the knife, with the knife edge down so that you don't cut yourself, and just kind of, that'll smash the garlic out a little bit like that, and you just kind of keep doing that till you've got your garlic all nicely smashed out. Now this one has already started to sprout, which is awkward because it didn't smash out as well as I wanted it to, but that's okay. So you can smash out all of your garlic. So once you've got them kind of all smashed up a little bit, you can then take your knife and just... So here is our 2 cloves worth of garlic. We're going to take our garlic, ginger, and sesame oil, and we're going to start putting this stuff in the pot. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the water that you've put the bouillon cubes into and just microwave it till it's real hot. So I've microwaved the water for about 2.5-ish minutes. The cubes are starting to break up real nice inside of it, so you can just kind of mix them around. Now if the whole cube doesn't like break up right off the bat, that's fine. While this is setting in the hot water after you've mixed it a little bit, it will continue to break down. In the meantime, we're going to add our little bit of sesame oil. Let's turn this to like a medium heat. And we're going to put in like ish. With our oil inside, we're going to add our garlic. And also our ginger. Why can't I remember what ginger is called? About that much is plenty more than enough. Let's use one of these to like whip stuff around. Let's put in our broth. That's 2 cups of broth. We're going to turn this down to medium to low heat. We're going to take our carrot, cut off the end, and then start putting it in. Probably about that much is enough for good flavor. Next up, we've got our mushrooms. Let's wash these up really quick. If there's any hard bits on the stems, like this bottom bit down here, you can break or cut those off. Let's put about 5 mushrooms in. Next up, we have a fistful of washed spinach with the bottom bits cut off. Just going to throw that whole thing in there. We'll mix this up and then we'll let it simmer for a little bit until the mushrooms are soft and like easy to eat and the spinach has wilted. We can let this simmer for about 5 to 6 minutes-ish. We'll take this opportunity now to add some soy sauce. Ooh, probably too much. Shit. Oh well. Let's add our noodles and rub them inside. If you do not think that there is enough broth in your soup, you can add more water and it will bring more broth to the soup. You can also just add more like broth at the beginning. Maybe use 3 cups if you want to have like more soup to the soup. Let's go ahead and put the lid back on this and we'll simmer it for another couple minutes. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that looks awesome. I don't know if you guys can see it for all the steam. There we go. Look at this though, it looks so good. Let's put it in a bowl. Now the broth is thickened because of the like floury coating that was on the noodles, that sort of starchy thing, which is fine. If you don't like it that thick, you can add some more water at this point. I'm gonna add just a little bit more of the sesame oil, just like a little drip. This makes quite a bit of soup. You can put this in a container and refrigerate it and then heat it up again, but I would recommend eating it in a day or 2 because I don't want the oil on the inside that's been cooked up into it to start to congeal. That's kind of gross when it does. If you are trying to go completely vegetarian, then you can make this completely vegetarian simply by switching out the chicken for vegetable broth. You can also like cook up some slices of pork or chicken or whatever and put them in here as well. I didn't because I was lazy and I didn't have any chicken or pork to cook, but you can. Well, bon appetit, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited for this. I haven't made ramen in like a really long time. It's really hot, but really good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this episode. This one was for you, June, who is in my advanced English class. You asked for this one specifically, so I made it for you. It's pretty good. It's not bad. If you like this video, the like and subscribe buttons are waiting just below this video to give you your big steamy hot bowl of ramen. You can also follow the socials that are down there. That's the Facebook and Twitter that are in the description box. And if you feel like it, you can throw some support my direction at the Patreon link that's there as well. Thank you guys very much for watching. Bon appetit, and I'll see you next time.